what can you give him to make it, if it's a hairball?
It would be a pretty big one. It wouldn't be able...
It wouldn't be able to pass.
No.
And he has been frequently picking up fur and dirt off the floor. And see, we had a dog, and he was eating dirt. And of course, black stool was an indication of cancer, and we suspected cancer. And that's what, so...
Yeah. So, I mean, like I said, I can't, like, air is this white color, so there's a little bit of air in his stomach, so I'm kind of moving away. But there's, you know, this area here, which looks like it's sort of, I don't know, let's say, like, very closely associated with the wall, which means that it could be a tumor, absolutely. We could drive the scope down and say, nothing foreign object, because that would basically be to know, like, to know for certainty. Because, I mean, I would hate for someone to say goodbye to their cat because of something that's like an object in their stomach.
Yeah.
Right? Because, you know, that obviously wouldn't be ideal.
But then again, you know, we're looking at $1,000. And I've already spent that. I $3,000 over.
Yeah, but I mean, there's definitely, I mean, you can see this is the problem, and it's taking up so much of his stomach that's probably why he throws up a few hours after, because he just can't pass the food that you're feeding him.
So if I leave it alone like that, how long does he have?
Well, I feed him small meals. Obviously, there's not a lot of extra room in his stomach.
Yeah, but the thing is, really, basically, small meals, he's throwing that up, and it looks bloody. Would hairball cause blood?
Not usually.
Yeah.
Unless it was inflaming this, like, unless it was bothering the surface. I mean, I know you're looking for a straight 100% answer.
No,
unfortunately,
and I don't. I'm not really. I'm looking for a miracle. What I am, you know, honestly. But if it was cancer, I know the prognosis isn't too good.
Not based. I mean, this is something that's about 3 centimeters by 1.5 centimeters.
Yeah.
So the problem is that would be in a cat too big to be operable, because there wouldn't be enough normal stomach left. And chemotherapy and things like that, cats
don't do well.
Not often.
No.
No, I mean, dogs do better than chemotherapy, but it just I tried to get a better picture with, like, if we have 3 different probes, so I started with it.
If it was your cat, what would you do? Bring him home and or bring him to the SPCA and put him away?
Well,
the humane thing to do, honestly, because I'm going to have to call the wife and you know, I want to...
The thing about this is that, you know, I would say we're probably 98% cancer.
Yeah.
Very small percent that it's something foreign that he's ingested that's sort of sitting wadded up in his stomach. Very small percent. Now, if he
would you take him home and let him die in front of you? It wouldn't. He's suffering.
The problem with something like this is that most cats, you know, they don't just die peacefully in their sleep. Like, this is something that, you know, will take a lot out of him while he has this. And I would say that, you know, how much time does he have? Well, it sort of depends on how much he eats. I'm starting to see some changes in his liver from not eating, and he's lost 2 pounds since he was here. And you know, he's lost about 2.25 pounds since we saw him in January.
Yeah.
So, you know, if he was a year old, I'd say we need to scope him, because that's, you know, statistically the 98% is a foreign object and 2% is cancer in a young cat.
So if, well, I don't want it if, no, because I know all the stuff that I've done before this is all the drugs that he took. It was, but I mean, as far as turmeric and stuff like that, they say it's for cancer, but it's a prevention, but it's not a cure for cancer.
And there's no cure for cancer.
No cure,
right?
yeah.
So, I mean,
Yeah.
98% chance this is cancer,
Yeah.
and out of that, there's not much that we can do for the cancer. I mean, in a person, they probably would try to operate, you know, try to take out as much stomach as they could.
Well, that's
But in a cat,
that's going to be diagnosed.
I mean, realistically, we can't take out, you know,
No,
that much stomach that makes that up.
Yeah.
So, you know, if he's vomiting all the time and not wanting to eat, then
Yeah,
usually we
it's
look.
a matter of time. And I suspected that last night, that I'm going to wake up one morning and he's going to be full of blood, right? And I'm going to find him dead.
I mean, maybe not. I mean, we don't see that a lot, but it does happen. You know, we generally, when we're looking at quality of life and kind of end of life decisions, the things that I have people think about is what are the things that Blackie has all, like, as a senior cat, you know, in the last couple of years, what are his favorite things to do, and you and your wife can kind of think about, you know, his top 5 things that he likes to do, and then we usually say when he's not doing the top 5 things that he likes to do is when he's not really living his life the way that he wants to live his life anymore. So, and those 5 things can be, you know, they can be totally different between households, you know, and that, and then I say, well, when they start having more bad days than good days, and unfortunately it seems like he hasn't had very many good days in the last 6 weeks. So, you know, as far, I don't recommend with a disease like this just letting them pass away at home, because it often will take a lot longer than you think of, you know, of them not doing very well.
So right now he's sedated, right?
Well, he's not
or
really.
He's coming out.
He's calm. Like the medicine that we gave him is it's a mild pain medicine, but it's really good for abdominal pain.
Yeah.
It's not like morphine. It's a different.
So if I decide to do to
put him
euthanize,
yeah.
that would be the honestly.
Yeah, that would be for him, not for you. I mean, obviously, but it would, you know, would kind of end this. But I can absolutely understand if you need to take him home and spend some time with him, you know, just to have your wife be able to say goodbye to, and, you know, and if you want to do it, I don't know if the FTCA performs the euthanasia services, or if
well, they have on my dogs, but
okay.
But you see, where I have him here, and really there's no chance, and I have to tell the wife that I'm not bringing him back home.
Yeah. Well, I mean, you know, like I brought this in because it's, usually I don't show ultrasound pictures, but with him, like you can see what the problem is. You can see where the food goes.
Can I make a phone call?
Absolutely, yeah. I think Kim's out front. Do you need to use our phone? Yeah.
How are you holding up?
Me? I'm tired, but...
Yeah.
What?
No, I'm just asking.
Because, no... I wouldn't wish him back to stuff like that.
No, no.
We were going to leave him.
Yeah.
What was the difference really of helping him to relieve the pain or us watching him die? I couldn't stand watching him.
No, he was too much of a good cat for that.
He was a good
And if I had have known, if they hadn't have bitten me around, the decision could have been made longer.